Hello and welcome to SEGA News Bits. I'm Barry, with me is George.
Hello everybody.
And we are going to be discussing the Retro-Bit SEGA USB and Bluetooth Genesis, Saturn, and Dreamcast accessories. Now these were revealed about a month ago to be existing, however, finally the Consumer Electronics Show 2018 has, I think, come and gone, and people posted pictures of what we can expect. And so just to cite our sources, these came from the RGT85 Facebook page as well as the YouTube account for Mad Little Pixel. So don't get mad if you say, oh, you stole the images. They were on the internet. So, well, first off, George, what do you think of these?
I think they look great. I mean, I think they look good physically. You know, from the outside, they look pretty, I guess, obviously they're very identical to what Sega released back in the olden days. I think the Sega Saturn Bluetooth controller has kind of like a different look because it's Bluetooth.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it looks like them. But I think the real test is going to be when we actually touch them, because there's a feeling that these controllers have that none of these like smaller companies could replicate yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that the boxes are so like exact.
Identical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's run through real quick what we can expect from them. So for the Genesis, there is going to be a 6-button Bluetooth arcade pad. You can use that with PC, Mac, and I guess any real Bluetooth compatible device. However, if you want to use it on your Genesis, you're going to have to pay extra for a Bluetooth receiver. So, I mean, I kind of wish they would just combo them, but I understand what they're going for. I just hope it's not like, you know, $40 for the pad and $20 for the receiver, you know, because...
Yeah, that's too much.
I mean, I'm just pulling prices out of my butt, but still, I'd rather them bundle them, because I'm going to want the receiver anyway. The other things they have are just like a straight-up 6-button arcade pad. I'm interested, though, because, you know, if it's going to be one-to-one with the original, is there going to be like something to differentiate it? Because I know collectors are like, oh, is this original? Is this, you know, the remake? So I'm sure there's going to be...
Yeah, there's going to be like a logo in the back, most likely.
Yeah. And then they're also just making, you know, straight-up power adapters and video cables. Moving on to the Saturn, I think this is the coolest one. It's the classic Saturn pad, but with Bluetooth capability, and again, the dongle is separate. The coolest thing, they're making original controllers for the Saturn, but it's going to be in black, white, gray, and then black with the multicolors. I think this is the one that people are really going to jump on, because some of these are actually very expensive. It's very hard to find a white Saturn controller on its own.
So you're already pre-ordering it?
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's the cables. And then finally with the Dreamcast, we have the Dreamcast controller with the Bluetooth receiver. And then we have the USB controller, the original controllers. Nothing too exciting except for the black controller, which I think will go great with the Sega Sports Dreamcast. They're re-releasing the VGA box, and then they're re-releasing audio cable and video cables. So all in all, I think, you know, really the big question here is, how is the VMU going to work?
That's what a lot of people have been asking, because I mean, if you're going to be able to connect it to Bluetooth on the, you know, the VMU, the Dreamcast controller, there has to be a way for you to access the VMU, right? Yeah,
and I don't know how. I mean, maybe they figured it out. If they did, that'd be awesome. If they're like, no, that's impossible. Like, so many games are like, there's no VMU. There's no VMU. So I guess they figured it out. A VMU is going to work over Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
And somebody was saying it'd be cool if you could actually turn on the VMU saves on a computer if you connected to Bluetooth. I'm like, I don't know. I think that's asking for a little too much, but I guess it could be cool.
Yeah.
Is there any other Bluetooth or any other Sega devices that you think that this company should look into making?
I think an arcade stick would be really cool, though I guess that would be very expensive. And I really want them to make the Sega Dreamcast, the modem, the high-speed modem, the broadband one. And I know there have been people saying, oh, it's very niche, but it's like, then just don't produce a lot. Make an online exclusive and have people pre-order, and then just produce that many.
I agree.
because it's like
Like a Kickstarter kind of thing.
yeah, those things are $200.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
And
so maybe just test the waters too.
yeah, my thing was gonna be like, I think I told you before. There's that prototype, the MP3 VMU. I don't really care about the MP3 aspect of it, but like I want a VMU that looks like the old VMU with a ton of memory, where you could have pages and pages of like installed saves.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of like a modernized VMU, so you don't have to have like 20 of them lying around. Because I have like 20 of them, and it's like you play the NFL game, it's like it takes up the whole memory card. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it would be cool if Retrobit tried something like that.
Yeah, like an 8 times memory card or something, just some insane amount. Because it's possible now.
If it has a headphone jack and it does MP3, it'd be cool just to be like, hey, look, they actually did this prototype and they released it. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, you viewers, what do you think of these Retrobit controllers? Which one do you want the most? And what's on your wish list? Do you think I'm crazy for wanting a broadband for a 20-year-old console? Sound off in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
How are we going to play online if we don't have an adapter?